There was a study published in mid-September in a peer-reviewed journal. It's carried on PubMed, the U.S. Library of Medicine's online database. It was a Canadian study. The University of Calgary scientists were involved in this, that looked at PTSD sufferers in New York as a result of 9/11. And they compared two groups of people, New Yorkers who were suffering from PTSD as a result of the terrorist attacks, and those that weren't. And they made sure that the socioeconomic factors are similar. They tried to find two relatively similar groups, but for the fact that half were showing PTSD and the other half were not presenting that. And they found that those who presented with PTSD were found to have a lower baseline level of the brain and body's own cannabinoid compounds, which have actually a neuroprotective effect. They do many things in the body, scientists have found. But those who have a lower baseline level, who have an endocannabinoid deficiency, you might say, are those who are suffering from PTSD, while those who have, let's say, a normal baseline level of these very important compounds were not suffering from PTSD. And I think that you'll find when you look at the scientific literature, when you really delve into it, many different conditions, clinical depression, psychosis, it could be a vast array of conditions, migraines. Also, people who suffer from these conditions have low levels of the brain and body's own cannabinoids compared to those who don't. And that's quite significant, and that's an area of fruitful research. And of course, it then underscores the potential validity for someone who's using marijuana medically. You can see why. If their baseline level of these essential compounds are low, and that marijuana becomes a substitute for that and can enhance the signaling of the receptors in the brain that respond to these endogenous and plant cannabinoids, you can see why marijuana would be a relevant therapy.